Hello guys, welcome to my next video of the crew. I thought for this I would try and get, as you can see, to the big snowy mountains up north in the mountain states. So right now I'm down south, it's quite dirty, rugged, dry. Can't be getting over it, so I thought I'd go up north, and there seems to be quite a few players up there as well. So I've tried to play this game a bit more because initially I was a bit disappointed by it. But I think that is kind of like the learning steps to starting to get into the actual game itself, the controls and so forth. Once you get past that, it is quite fun. It's very open, as you can see. Got some nice side camera angles here in the game, and it's actually quite fun. You really can go anywhere. Obviously, it's not as detailed as the real US. That's impossible. But it's quite cool to look around and see all these players all around the US, and you can go up and meet them. On that, in terms of player interaction, I can talk about that a bit later because I'm a bit disappointed by that, but I'll talk about that a bit later. Now this is me approaching Chicago. It's actually quite interesting driving through Chicago in this game because it's by Ubisoft, and Watch Dogs came out recently, so it's quite fun actually driving through Chicago and just kind of comparing. As you can see here, it's getting more Chicago looking, more Watch Dogs looking. There's quite a bit of pop-up in this beta. I'm sure it'll be fixed in the final version because it is quite obvious. Some of the textures are quite muddy at points as well. But I'm sure they did that just to save file size and download size so people are more enticed to download it. Now, as you can see, I did a terrible crash there. And you can see there wasn't much damage to my car. The damage model in this game, there definitely is a damage model, but it seems quite strange. Like before I smacked into a car and into the side, but then all this glass came out flying out the back of my rear window. It didn't make much sense. So I think there's a bit of work there to be done. Now here I'm approaching Vegas with all the windmills. It's quite cool. And I think I said this in the previous video, but I love the waypoint and how it's above you. It's really cool. I just think instead of being on the ground, it's actually harder to see. So always see it above you, you know where it's leading. It's actually a really cool idea. Never actually seen it being done before. Now this is getting into Vegas. I'm getting closer. See, there's quite a few nice details in this game. You see lots of people walking about. There's lots of environmental things, birds, planes, people doing their shopping, things like that. Granted, the character models are quite low res and in detail and things like that, but it's a nice added feature, and I think the world would feel a bit dead otherwise, so I think it's a necessity, but I think it was well done. So coming up is like the main strip. You see like the Eiffel Tower and all the things from all around the world put into one city. Of course, that's Vegas, I guess. Now we'll explore this a bit more, but I had my objective of getting to the snowy mountains, so I kept on going through it, but I had a quick look. It's quite nice. So I'm getting further uphill. I'm getting there. And see in a moment a transition from slightly dry conditions to more moist green mountainous environment. And here I am getting into the city now, and see the nice cool snow particle effects on the screen. It's quite nice. I was a bit disappointed that it actually wasn't shown in the heads-up display, or on the windshield rather, when you're driving in first person. I'm not sure why it wasn't shown. But yes, so I finally got to the top. So these are the ski slopes, and I was very excited when I found this. I was ready. So I decided to get a bit of a run up to it, if you will. Don't you love how the flags at the top aren't moving as well? I think that's an incredible detail right there. So I hit pretty good speed here. And the balloons and everything looks really cool. But then you'll notice the camera goes a bit weird. It's like, oh, I don't know what to do. And then it goes underneath and it looks a bit glitchy. But hopefully that fixes it out. I lose control. I almost kill myself. But then I meet a few other players. And they're doing the same thing as me. In some old roadster type cars. I think they're mates. They play together in Skype or something like that. But then they decided to go down again and I followed them. It's quite fun to do, despite the camera. And that guy nearly kills me. It's very cool. But then I tried to interact with them and I couldn't. I looked in controls, at least text to chat or voice control, and I couldn't find anything. I may have missed something. If I have, please let me know. They changed their cars here in real time, which is cool. I didn't know you could do that. I'll need to find out how to do this. But it's strange. I don't know why they didn't make it intuitive at all in terms of interacting with other players, especially when it's a big open world multiplayer driving game. Maybe they'll fix it in the final game. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm missing something. But I hope you enjoyed the video, guys, and I'll see you next time.